What books wreck your peace but you still adore and recommend? Jim Butch Dresden Files series book 17 Battleground. There is a death of a beloved character I did not see coming. I had to put the book down and didn't pick it back up again for a week. Also, as a kid reading, the ending of the Animorph series is depressing. Rereading the books as an adult, they are fairly graphic with war and the effects on a person. We had to read Eichmann in Jerusalem by Hannah Arendt for an intro to liberal arts class in college once. T1 that can be a bit uncomfortable when you start to realize how a lot of the Nazis were actually just regular people. And it's not just horrible monsters who are capable of doing horrific things. Nuclear war scenario. I've been usually quite used to the subject matter and similar awful things in our world. There were chapters I had to intentionally take a break for my own mental well-being as it was hard to stop. LOL. Every world leader should be forced to read the fantastic book. Couldn't put it down. The Kindly Ones by Jonathan Little. Historical fiction mixed with facts that left me feeling majorly uncomfortable. As a historian, I found it well researched. As a person, I felt disgusted with myself for feeling a degree of understanding for the main character. It captures the Nazi atrocities of the Einsatzgruppen. If you want to understand why the world sucks, read The Price of Tomorrow by Jeff Booth. As technology makes humans more efficient, we should see the benefits of that through cheaper prices as consumers. In a free market, the prices for things should over time fall to the marginal cost of production. Wreck your pieces and shaking your beliefs to your core. In that case, try the Vampire Chronicles series of books by Anne Rice. One book in particular, Memnoch the Devil, is sure to be of interest to the more religiously inclined. Ingrid Polsky. Gavril translated to English from the Russian novel Belai bim Cherno Oko, meaning white bim black here, apparently for a certain breed of dog. This coloring is considered a defect. The fucking bell jar. I love Sylvia, but damn, that book hits too close to home. It's been years since I've tried to read it and left it unfinished. It's too much for someone with depression. Brave New World. There are parts that as an adult I struggled with. As a dad, parts were almost unreadable. Killed me reading on, but I did. Still, I highly recommend it. The Sparrow by Maria Doria Russell. A deeply disturbing look at human hubris and how we look at the world. The ending devastated me, and still does with every rereading. Girls Burn Brighter by Shobha Rao. Brothers by UHUA. Both wreck me. I read them years ago, and still think about them often. Highly recommend. But you won't be happy. Flowers for Algernon. Just FY, I don't know what wreck your piece means. I assume something to the effect as soul-shattering, or rattles you emotionally. 1984, or really any dystopian book which features parallels to our current governing practices. I crave the need to read, but get the hibby-jabbies reading them. By wreck your piece, do you mean emotional books? It's a graphic novel, but my favorite book of all time is Moore's. I encourage anyone to read it. Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy made me want to sit down and hug my knees while in the shower. But a fucking amazing read. 1010. Maya Angelou S. I Know Why the Cage Birds Sing. Toni Morrison's The Bluest Star. Andre Dubus 3 House of Sand and Fog. I read an article about a robot dog that just got invented that can spit fire. And it made me think of Fahrenheit 451, 1984 by George Orwell, for its disturbing surveillance state. But essential read on freedom. Travels with Charlie by John Steinbeck. It's a beautiful book, but I get pretty weepy at the end. Heartbreaking tale of betrayal and redemption from the Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini for sure. H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. An amazing read, but also hugely depressing and anxiety-inducing. Blood Meridian by Cormac McCarthy was really graphic, but was also very hard to put down. Lord Fowle's Bane book, one of the Chronicles of Thomas Covenant by Stephen Donaldson. The Cabin at the End of the World, Paul Tremblay. Genuinely anxiety-inducing. The God of Small Thing. All the light we cannot see. The Body. Stephen King. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. It hurts, but it's a must-read. Misery by Stephen King. Oh, it's much more graphic than the movie. Nothing is True and Everything is Possible by Peter Pomerantsev. Slaughterhouse-Five by Kurt Vonnegut. Yes, I know I'm yelling. Conspiracy Against the Human Race, or The Mysterious Stranger. Never Come Morning by Nelson Algren. Blew my teenage mind.